What's going on, everyone? Stellar's Prime back here with another video, and it's news time. So, let's just jump right into it. Let me not waste your time and just go ahead and cue that intro. All right, so we've got some news. There's been a lot, and if you haven't heard already, we've got a lot to go through. Let's just say that. So let's start out with the smaller things, and then work our way up to the big and very, very expensive. Gosh. Okay. So yeah, we got Heatwave and Sky-Byte. So just click on the picture here to give you a better view here. So yeah, Sky-Byte looks awesome. As somebody who owns the Generations version, I had some expectations for this, but seeing it here, I was actually pretty impressed. The one thing that I don't like is the backpack. Obviously, it's pretty prevalent here. It's big. What are you going to do about it? But the articulation seems to be updated when compared to the Thrilling 30. The proportions seem much better, except for the shoulders. I think the shoulders are just slightly too long. Again, when you look at this picture, it definitely looks a lot worse in terms of those shoulders. Backpack doesn't look terrible. Accessories, he doesn't come with much, but he looks to be a bigger figure. Am I crazy? He looks kind of big. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when we get to it. But the shark mode is really where it's at. Like, I low-key might display him like this. I'm not even kidding. I might just display my Thrilling 30 and Robot and have this in the alt mode, because this looks way better than that Thrilling 30. Especially the colors. The colors are so much brighter compared to the this. I'm just really impressed with what they're able to do. It seems like a really, really good update for those that didn't get a chance to buy the Thrilling 30 and just don't love the look. And obviously the Thrilling 30 had some issues. This looks to be an improvement, in my personal opinion. So yeah, I think this also looks a lot better with the box here. It looks way nicer. I'm still not a huge fan of the box designs, but yeah, it is what it is. And now we're moving on to Heatwave. Heatwave is sweet, man. I called this. I knew it was going to be a retool. If you know, you know. A lot of people think this kind of looks mid, and I could get behind that. But I think he's going to look excellent with Chase. And Medics. I guess Medics was a thing too. I'm looking back at my shelf, you can see him right here. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I don't know. But he looks really solid, dude. Like, he looks really, really solid. He looks really, really solid. Like, he looks great. What can I say? He looks great. I love the alt mode. I think it's fun. I think it's neat. It's not going to be super pretty when it comes to the back, but man, I just want a Heatwave. Heatwave was my favorite character. Him or Boulder were my favorites. So it's just good to see them getting figures now. So yeah. All right, so next I wanted to talk about these two goobers. And the first time I talked about them, they were in a short, and I only had a minute to talk about them. Now I have some more time. This set looks so much better with this stock photography. I'm not gonna lie. Now I am noticing some hollowness, specifically in hooks, like in the inside of the arm right here. That's no bueno. But otherwise, they look pretty solid, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so pumped for this. Like, look at them, man. I feel like a few people have mentioned this too, but this is kind of like an Overload reference with the trailer. I think the trailer is very clever. I think the alt modes of these two look great. This is what sold me, though. This right here is what sold me. Wow. It's just so Devastator and just so perfect. Like, that just looks awesome. Makes me even more excited to get the rest. Now, a lot of people were saying, yeah, because if you turn around, I don't have the picture. It's like some random picture. But the prototype has it to where the back sticks out a lot. Like a lot. And, it's going to happen. Every single Devastator has had that kind of weird kibble on the back with long haul. It just is what it is. That's not something that bothers me, but it might bother you, so I'm just letting you know about it. And there's the box. The box doesn't look great. It's kind of weird. Looks like it was AI generated, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't know. But it's cool, though. And to those that are like, is it worth a commander price? I've had a few people in my Discord asking me about this. And here's my thought process. To where we now see it. And we don't have it in hand yet, but we at least see it. So we can try to think about it. So before you're like, oh, July, it's just so much money. Why? Just take a step back and look at it, alright? So, I'm getting 2 Voyager figures. Yes, they're Voyager. We're also getting combiner pieces. They're saying, hey, why can't we just sell them as 2 separate Voyagers? First of all, that's so... You're combining a Voyager release with all of that stuff that they're adding on to that Devastator. That's not happening, dude. Like, if you think that's going to happen, there's your problem right there. Not this being $90. That's the first problem. So yeah, and at most, those parts are around $20 worth. Probably a deluxe worth of parts, to be honest. It looks like a lot of parts. If it's a whole trailer, dude, yeah. So if you're taking into account 2 Voyagers, which is $35 each, plus the $20 worth of parts, it's $90. I don't see where that isn't technically worth a commander. Now, does it feel like a commander? No, it's a 2-pack. It's just a 2-pack at the commander price. Okay, so if you're saying it's not worth a commander price, don't look at it as a commander, look at it as a multi-pack. That's how I would look at it. I'm not going to call this commander, I'm going to call it a multi-pack, and that's just where it's going to lie for me. Real quick, I just want to talk about this because I think it looks pretty cool. It's an Earthspark Soundwave. I'm not going to buy it for a Soundwave, but I will for a Mind Wipe. The all mode looks literally just like Mind Wipe, so expect a Bumblebee movie Mind Wipe eventually. So yeah, just want to touch base on that. Alright, so now I want to talk about these 2 goobers. Not exactly my cup of tea, but it's the Optimus and Starscream Hearts of Steel 2-pack, as you can see. They're the comic edition, so they're doing all the comic stuff. Now they're moving on to the Hearts of Steel comics. These look okay. Starscream doesn't look great, but Optimus looks alright. Not something I'm going to be pursuing, but if you like it, you like it, and, go for it. I don't know how much it's going to be. I don't know what to expect there, but, seems to be alright. So now, we got some, capsule things, so, yeah. This is Excellion. People call him Hot Rod. I call him Excellion because that's what the toy was called. I don't really know. I'm not gonna buy this because I already had my fill with Hot Shot. That's for sure. If you know, you know. I have the original Excellion, so I'm happy. This, however, will be entering the collection. I actually almost got this mold, but it was stolen from me by the last second. So, yeah, so we're gonna get the new one. I like how they just used the old one as the picture. I think that's funny. Then we're getting this. It's a 2-pack, I guess. Looks like Slug Slinger and Sandstorm. Most random team up ever. Maybe call me crazy. I don't remember these 2 being associated at all, but let me know down in the comments. And then I know one person who's going to be specifically excited by this, but it's Iron Fist, and I forgot his name. What the heck is your name? I wonder if he's going to come with a wolf, or is it going to be just like a little crappy little thing? I forgot his name. Dang it. Yeah, I forgot. Dang it. Oh, they're just going to zoom in now, huh? So we got the ground shoulder and, why am I forgetting these names right now? I think it's just the Seeker Guard. Tell me if I'm wrong. You Devastation fans are probably like screaming at your screen right now, and like, Stellaris, that's not what it's called. I'm sorry. I'm not perfect. But this is going to be a run amok variant. I already know it, and I will buy it. This will be sold. I will buy this, not this. Then we have this. I don't care. I mean, sure, cassette fans, go crazy. You get to do this. Have fun. All right. Let's talk about it. Yeah. So this happened. This has stirred up quite the fun conversation between the Transformers community, because Liokaiser is not exactly the most familiar character within the franchise, but he is definitely one of the most beloved because his design is inarguably one of the coolest designs out there, like in general. Easily one of the coolest combiners. That's just a fact. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. Dude, I was so excited when I saw his Liokaiser, man. 6 into 1, so you get all these. Let's just go through the pictures. There he is. It's a 6 into 1. You got all your dudes here. With this picture, they all actually look pretty solid. Except his tires kind of come off a little much, don't you think? But Leozak looks really good. So yep, there he is, Leozak. Chest animal, lion. Chest animal, alt mode, blaster. Liokaiser, combiner mode, head and upper torso. So he's literally giving you all the bios. He seems a little chunky, but I don't know. I kind of like it though. Then we got, I'm gonna call him Guy Hawk. It's cool because they actually have like their chess masters. You know what they're actually called? We're gonna call them chess masters. They're all cool, man. Elbat, you know what his real name is. They're all just really cool. I like how their names like are just like rip-offs. Like his name is actually Jaguar. Drillhorn's the same, I think. They're all like super big, super chunky. I feel like they're gonna be so solid and hefty. Like when you look at these, you don't see any gaps, which is awesome. Like, I'm looking right now. I don't see. Do you guys see any gaps? Oh, I just absolutely destroyed my mic there. Do you guys see any gaps? This doesn't count. This is not a gap. Well, I guess that's a gap right there. I don't know. I guess it's the render, but they look good. And Liokaiser, 12 inches tall. He's going to scale with the rest of your stuff. They need 10,000 backers. Then you can actually get another one on top of this, Death Cobra. He's cool. And then you can get his nunchucks. I'm going to call them his nunchucks. They're so cool. Even though they're kind of weak in the show. And then you can get a display base. Again, your typical unlockable tier here with the HasLabs. So that could be your finished product. And yeah, you can go on Hasbro Pulse, and if you want it, you can back it. However, I said it was kind of like a interesting point of conversation between the Transformers community. Why is that the case, Stellaris? You might be asking yourself. This thing costs... Take a guess. Take a guess right now. Throw me down in the comments before you know. Just take a guess. Got it? Okay. Not 100. Not 200. Not 250. Not 270. $300. $300. Guys, I'm trying to buy an animated blackout. Look how expensive animated blackout is. Even my dog is getting up because she thinks it's expensive. Right, Olivia? Yeah. Anyways. $300 is a lot of money, and I think that's what turned a lot of fans off. Let's break it down. Before you go like, oh my gosh, $300, what is this? take a step back, hold your horses, all right? Think about it. We're getting 7 Voyagers, assuming it's going to back, and we know it will. So we know this thing's going to get backed. That's not the question here. But the question is it worth it? So like I said, 7 Voyagers, 35 times 7, $245. So $245 in just the figures. Now take into consideration all the little chess masters. Say $5 for each one. There's 7. 7 times 5 is another 35. We are currently at $280. Then the display base, you're going to add another 20 on for that. We're at $300. Now take into consideration the extra nunchucks. Guess what? We're at more than $300. So with that basic reasoning there, we can concur that there's, around $300 worth of value if we're thinking about it numerically. Now, value is also perceived. So if it is not worth $300 to you, then so be it. However, when looking at it numerically and objectively, yes, this is $300. Maybe that's a tough pill to swallow for you, but if this is a collector exclusive thing, maybe they are upcharging a little. I don't know, dude. For me, $300 is a tough pill to swallow, and I'm still deciding whether I want to go for this or not, because Liokaiser is great, but he's also coming out in fall 2026. That's a long way away for me. You have other combiners of Liokaiser. You have the Iron Factory, you have the TFC. Both of those are more expensive than this. So if you're complaining about this price, okay, go buy another Liokaiser, then have fun spending more. Right? Have fun spending $600 on the TFC. Have fun waiting for the Iron Factory to come out too. So if you want a Liokaiser, this is your best bet. Alright? They know that too. They're going to market for that. And, the bots do look lackluster. Sure. But for me, as somebody who really likes Liokaiser, this is something I can get excited about. And I think this is something a lot of fans are excited about. I checked the website, let's see, a little before recording this, and we're already at 1,500 backers. Like, wow. And this thing has 45 more days. We're going to get this. It's going to happen. Now, do I think it's as worth it as the Fire Convoy that release? No, I don't think so. But it's still certainly going to be a memorable release. And, hopefully, like what I said there, maybe give you a second thought about go ahead and, hating on it, because, at the end of the day, these are action figures, and, yeah, this is an expensive action figure, but, do we really need to make rant and hate videos on something that we don't even, know is going to exactly happen? It's gonna happen, but we don't know for completely sure. But I've already seen 5 videos why Liokaiser is a scam. Dude, no. Don't, just because it got revealed doesn't mean you have to instantly make a negative video about it. You can make your thoughts on it. That's what this platform is for. But I feel like you shouldn't just hop on the hate train as soon as you see it just because of that price tag. Maybe you should take a second and think about what they're actually presenting to you. But that's all I have to say about that. And I'm super excited for all these. I'm probably going to get all these except for the Hearts of Steel. I honestly don't really care about Hearts of Steel. But I'm sure one of you guys does, and one of you guys is probably going to buy it. I've already bought my hook and long haul. I'm all in. I'm all in. So I'm super excited for that. I don't care what anybody says. I'm super excited for 86 Devastator. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know which ones you guys will be picking up, which ones you will be passing on, and I appreciate you for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
That being said, Solaris out.